Welcome. In this today's SPSS video guide, we'll be discussing on how to use explore function. That is useful when you are going to analyze your data using parametric tests, as it requires satisfaction of some of the assumptions such as normal distribution and non-existence of outliers. To check and see whether distribution and data are in order, you can use this explore function. To begin with, you can visit in the menu tab Analyze, then Descriptives, then select Explore. Thereafter, you can select several variables under this dependent list and you can proceed. Otherwise, you can select variables one by one. Another thing you can do is you can select factors under this factor list, such as sex or gender you can use, and you may be getting output for males and female counterparts as well. And you can proceed just by pressing OK, or else you can get whatever the statistics such as descriptives, outliers, percentiles, and under plots you can select stem and leaf, histogram, and there's another important thing, that is normality plots with tests you can select, and you can continue and press OK. Now summary is given here at the top of the output. Thereafter, descriptive statistics are available for both the genders. In order to identify normal distribution, you can refer mean and 5% trimmed mean. That means higher and lower outliers have been excluded. What you have to keep in mind is, if you are having more of the outliers, that means more than say 10% like, then there will be a major difference between this 5% trimmed mean along with normal mean. They have reduced only that 5% of the total outliers. If those are very close by the figure, then of course no need to worry. And next thing we have to refer is skewness and kurtosis. Better to have figures closer to 0. And in the percentiles, you can describe, for an example, if you are considering income for such a variable, you can say that 50% of these respondents are below this much of income and this much is above 50, another 50% is above this much of income. Likewise, you can interpret. Extreme values are given, extreme highest and lowest are given for both the genders. And normality test results are given for Case and Shapiro-Wilkinson tests. In order to ascertain this is normal, this should not be significant. That means if it is this is significantly deviates from normal distribution. So we are having problems with distribution, this away from normal distribution. So there are some remedies you can proceed with for these kind of addressing outliers and normality issues. So that is available in our AMOS tutorial guide, and you can search and you can visit that playlist for that. And you have histogram here, so we can see that skewness is there, and for this is for males, females. Stem and least, this is also demonstrate the skewness. And now you will be getting this QQ plots. Now this item is away from this line, so this is problematic. Here also these two are problematic. And now we get box plots. For both the genders are available. And another thing is, when you go to analyze descriptives and when you select explore, if you insert this gender into label cases by item, then for an example, in a box plot output, if there are any outliers, without showing the case number, it will be appearing as male or female. This is how it appears in the output once you make the changes. So in extreme values, they are giving the case number and gender as well. So in this kind of analysis, after proceeding this kind of analysis, what you can do is you can select whatever the problematic cases, so that you can eliminate those cases. And if you have sufficient data, then of course you can eliminate and see whether those problems have been solved. Otherwise, you have to go with, if you are not satisfying normality and outliers non-availability, then of course you have to proceed with non-parametric tests due to these restrictions. With that, we will be concluding today's session. Thanks for watching.